Hello everyone, welcome back. If you type the instructions exactly as we discussed in theory, you will notice that some of them generate assembler errors in Keil. Does that mean the theory was wrong? Absolutely not. The difference is between the ARM architecture, which explains how the processor executes instructions, and the assembler syntax used by Keil Vision4 to generate those instructions. The ARM architecture reference manual explains the thumb instruction set and how each instruction behaves inside the processor. Keil Vision4, however, uses an assembler based on Unified Assembly Language or UAL. UAL provides a common syntax for both ARM and thumb instructions. Because of this, some thumb instructions are written slightly differently from the notation commonly used in ARM textbooks. The very first difference is in the suffix yes. In theory, we use instructions like add, sub, move, add with carry, etc. But in Keil, we use add followed by a suffix yes, sub followed by a suffix yes, and so on. At the first glance, this makes it look as though thumb suddenly requires a suffix yes. That's not what's happening. For the Thumb-1 low register instructions we have studied so far, the instruction encodings inherently update the appropriate condition flags. Keil simply represents these thumb instructions using the yes suffix in its unified assembly language syntax. So this is an assembler syntax difference, not a difference in processor behavior. Next difference is about the high register instructions. Now comes the biggest exception. Whenever an instruction uses the high registers, that is R8 to R15, the suffix that is yes must not be used. For example, we use add R8, R0 or move R8, R0. All these are nothing but valid thumb instructions, but writing them with the suffix yes produces the assembler error. That is flag setting form of this instruction not available. Why? Because Thumb-1 uses a special instruction encoding for high register operations. That encoding does not include a flag setting version. Therefore, whenever you use add or move with R8 to R15, always write them without the suffix yes. Another common question is about compare, negate and test bits. These instructions never use the suffix yes. The reason is simple. Unlike arithmetic instructions, these instructions exist only to update the condition flags. They don't store a result in a destination register. Therefore, there is no separate flag setting version. Simply write compare followed by R0, R1 without adding a yes. Now that we have cleared up the syntax differences, in the next section we will switch to the editor, write our first thumb program, compile it successfully and understand every instruction step by step.